Hi, I'm Mike Crabb.
And I'm Laurie Schultz. Welcome to the show.
We'll have some caffeinated conversation.
And maybe some special guests along the way.
Who knows where the conversation will go? You're out for coffee with Mike and Laurie. Hello, friends. Welcome to a new episode of Out for Coffee.
With Mike and Laurie. Except today it's out for cold drinks.
Cold drink day. We've got, I got lemonade.
I have just ice water.
Because you can't have a little, patio back deck session without a tall
Without
glass
cold
of
drink.
Without a nice lemonade. What are you drinking, Rob?
Yes, I am also drinking lemonade, and I think that camera just froze. That's okay.
Huh. You guys got something in that lemonade that I don't know about?
No.
You're holding out on me?
Yeah.
Nothing special.
We don't need you to be unruly, so you get water.
I do what I want. And I don't need additions to my lemonade to become unruly. You don't know unruly, Mike. You just opened up a whole can of worms. Can open, worms everywhere.
I'm a little envious of your container. You got a lid on yours, though, Rob. Mine, we'll see how long until a bee makes its way into mine.
Yeah.
Or I knock it over.
Or you knock it over.
Because we all know my penchant for knocking over drinks into electronic equipment. It's been 2 years almost. Well, I guess it has been 2 years since that happened.
Since you did
2.5
the big spill.
Years almost. The big spill. We'll call it the big spill. The incident.
Yes.
The incident in quotes.
Of the lost computer.
The lost MacBook. The most expensive coffee I've ever consumed in my life. And I didn't even get a chance to consume it.
Well, wasn't it also like a big...
It was like a big 20-ounce thing of coffee that just... all over my MacBook Pro.
Yeah, all over it. No. Well, we have hopefully the ability to not make a mess today. Is the goal.
We'll see what happens.
We're gonna see. But this brings us, we're kind of at the end of the summer right now. Like, as we're filming this, we're moments away from heading into our fall season and back to school and all the things. Have you had a nice summer?
I've had an alright summer. It's been busy.
Yeah.
Really super busy this summer. It has not been the summer of summers past, if I can say that. It was not as restful or as...
productive?
Yeah. There was just a lot of commitments I had this summer.
Right.
So I didn't really get a chance to, just let it ride for a while.
Well, I feel like I didn't do anything and it just went.
That's what I mean, is that I haven't had a chance to really summer. I did go on a couple of, little day trips here and there.
What types of things did you do?
Oh, I like to take a little drivey drive down to Long Point.
Yeah.
And Port Rowan and do a little shopping there and go on into Turkey Point. We used to vacation at Turkey Point when I was a kid.
Right.
So just to kind of go into Turkey Point and then back home again, just a few hours. Sometimes I found the chip ship this year.
Where's the chip ship?
The chip ship, if you look it up, it says Port Rowan.
Okay.
It's like geographical address, postal address is Port Rowan, but it's actually out on Long Point.
Oh.
And I know they're side by side, so it maybe makes sense, but the first time I went looking for it, I actually went into downtown Port Rowan looking for the chip ship. And I'm like, well, I can't find it anywhere. So I put it in my little navigation system, and then it showed me where to go, and I'm like, oh, I go all the way back to Long Point. So I didn't do it that time, but the next time I knew where to go.
What is the chip ship? Do they sell, motherboards and stuff for computers or chocolate chips? Or
no, not microchips.
Yeah.
Now you can find me anywhere you want to find me. It's just in the back of my neck. Just looks like a little scar, that's all. But no, the chip ship is a food truck that's like a permanently placed food truck in Long Point. You have to really know where to go to find it. It's kind of off the beaten path. And they are famous for their dill pickle fries.
Oh, that sounds good for people who like dill pickles.
You would not like them.
Yeah.
But there are other things there.
Okay.
I will share on our socials a picture of a foot-long hot dog that I had there, and I swear to God, this thing had to be 1.5 feet. Like, it was true to life foot long, and then some. You saw this picture.
I did.
Massive hot dog. I'm like, how am I going to finish this hot dog? I did it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm proud of you.
I like to challenge myself every once in a while. Yeah. I shove that thing. Oh, it's so... Not a huge hot dog person, Mike. Something just flew right in my hair. Is it still there? I don't know.
No.
Okay. Not a big hot dog person, really, unless I find a really good hot dog. That's a really good
Where's
hot
your
dog.
favorite hot dog from?
Probably there.
Okay.
Probably there, yep. I did
You heard
like
it here,
going
folks.
I liked going down to the Arbor
Okay.
in Port Dover for an Arbor hot dog. They had a nice foot-long hot dog as well.
Is that hot dog? Arbor hot dog. What kind of kids eat Arbor hot dogs? Is that a thing? Is that a song? It's funny because I was literally just singing that song at work yesterday.
Okay.
It's a song from something.
Whatever rubs your Buddha, man.
It might be. Yeah, it's not harbor. That's for sure. That's not the right word.
Armor?
Arbor.
But is armor hot dogs a thing?
It might be. Yeah.
Arbor
Okay.
is the.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
it's
All
like
right.
down
I
beside
can't
the
do it
Erie
right now,
Hotel in.
Yeah, I
Port
can't do it
Dover.
right now, but
Right.
it's definitely.
It's a good place.
There is a song. I know the song. 'Cause
Okay.
The lyrics.
I'm only a little crazy.
Listen, while you're talking about food and
Yeah.
and road trip food,
Yeah.
I have something special for you because we just did a road trip.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it was a little earlier in the spring, but we came across this place. We're going down the highway. We went to the band went to play in Kentucky,
Right.
and we come across this place. It's hard to explain, and I'm gonna give you this and let you read it yourself because
Okay.
it's odd. Let me put these headphones down, and I'm gonna come around to that side of the camera. Hang
Maybe
on.
we can guess. We went to
Okay.
Kentucky. Maybe it's chicken. Are you gonna? Do you have a live chicken? Are we getting a chicken? Are we getting fried chicken? I like chicken.
Looks like a newspaper.
A newspaper and fudge factory.
Fudge factory.
Uranus Fudge Factory.
Oh.
Wow. The best fudge comes from Uranus.
Hold on a second.
Does it ever?
I'm not kidding you.
What the hell is this?
This is a real place.
No.
A real
Uranus?
place. You're going down the highway and you get like full size billboards that says
Uranus,
the
Indiana.
best fudge comes from Uranus.
Oh my.
The best fudge.
It's an actual place.
Well, and I'm guessing I need to share this because Lori's
into-
gonna die. This is like a newsletter or something. This place
we picked
has,
up their
right?
their
Called
newsletter.
the Uranus Examiner.
Yes.
Breaking news: the Uranus Ice Cream Company opening in Indiana. So it's a little like town thing. Probing Uranus deeper than ever before.
Exactly. That's wow.
17 buses rolled through Uranus.
Movie to be filmed in Uranus.
Uranus. I know.
What the
We
hell?
went into this. They went into this. It's a chocolate store. They sell chocolates.
Of course
sell,
they do.
All kinds of
course they
stuff.
do.
T-shirts and blah blah blah. But you go into this place and there's like a half a dozen. I'm going to say, late teens, early 20s kids all working behind these counters. And they must have a quota because they go on and on the entire time you're in the store. Can we pack some fudge from Uranus? Have you?
Sorry, Rob.
Mike's getting all worked up here.
What?
Oh,
What?
there's no shortage of one-liners, and
I
these
bet.
kids, they've gone through the script or whatever, and they're just knocking these one-liners off as you're walking through the store.
I have
I
to
bet
go
they
here.
love it.
I
That's-
have to
Can
go
we
here.
pack some fudge from Uranus? It's like,
Well, my magnet says Uranus Fudge Factory. The best fudge comes from Uranus.
yeah.
Come in around the back.
That's
Uranus, Indiana.
that's amazing.
Wow.
Uranus Fudge Factory. The best fudge comes from Uranus.
I'm honored that you thought of us.
Thank you, Rob.
You know what? As soon as we walked in the store, you were the two people that we automatically thought of. And my wife actually said, "Oh, do you think Lori would be offended?" And I said, "Are you kidding me?" She offended, not at all. She'll only be upset that she was not here
That's-
to actually come into this store.
Offended? It offends me that you would think
Oh.
I would be offended.
But it's just
This is the best. Oh my God.
it's crazy. And
Uranus Fudge
and
Factory.
apparently it's good chocolates, but
Well,
whatever.
They have a website,
Oh,
which
yeah,
I'm going to have to peruse.
We'll check out their
immediately
website.
following this.
There's uranusexaminer.com, which I think is a very risky website to have,
It
actually.
is.
Did you know that the Uranus Police Department, they have a little section here, the Uranus Police Department log of incidents. Finding love in Uranus. There's love advice.
Yep. Uranus obituaries I can see.
There's just obituary. Oh, yeah, they have everything in this thing.
Friends of Uranus.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
man.
that's the little
What?
flyer they have on the counter.
That's actually brilliant. That's
Oh,
really.
it's the-
This is-
yeah, they have really gone to it. I'll tell you.
They have leaned into this
yeah,
like
The kids,
nobody's business.
the kids who work in this store, as I said, it's an entire store. They sell souvenirs and of course all these different kinds of chocolates and all the other stuff you typically see in a tourist store, coffee mugs and coasters and shot glasses and blah blah blah. It's all got Uranus.
Toilet
all-
paper.
Oh, but T-shirts and sweat jackets and all that kind of stuff.
Well, it says right here the best gifts come from Uranus.
Oh yeah.
And it says right there in print. So, wow.
Anyway.
We're gonna have to put a
I think we
label on
just
this
found the
episode.
title to this episode.
Direct from
My
Uranus.
God.
That's
Oh,
wild.
man.
Well,
yeah.
I look forward to reading this letter.
Oh,
There's a
yeah,
word
check-
search.
oh,
What are
check
some of the
out
words
their-
in the word search?
Oh,
Or
I
is
don't know. I
it
have-
is
I
it right
haven't-
on par with the rest of
Oh,
them?
there's a
looked
word
them up.
search.
But,
Nope, chocolate, love, red, Valentine fudge lover,
Oh, okay.
love in Uranus,
Right.
strawberries.
Okay.
Interesting choices.
That's,
Oh yeah. It
That
was-
is amazing. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you for
You're very
thinking of
welcome.
us.
Yeah,
That is-
that's quite all right. We
Wow,
as
where
I
do we
said,
take this from here?
I don't know.
the
But
things you guys find on your road trips, eh? Like,
Yeah,
'cause
we-
last time we were talking, you saw a bunch of camels up near Blue
that's
Mountain,
right.
I believe,
Yes.
Collingwood area.
Yeah, we went to Collingwood, and that's when we passed we went past one of those, sort of hobby farm kind of things, and they passed on the side of the road, and there's animals out by and we went past the first time on our way. We were going up to Collingwood.
You said it was near Arthur, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right too. Yeah, and just as we went past, I probably wasn't paying much attention because my wife says, "Did I just see camels?"
Yes.
And I said, "Come on,
No.
it's in
That
Southern
makes zero
Ontario.
sense.
You didn't see camels.
Right.
I don't think so."
She
I
did.
said, "You must probably llamas or one of those,
Right.
or
That's a logical.
alpacas
Yeah.
or something like that. It kind of looks like." Oh, she says, "No, no, I'm pretty sure." So of course I razzed her about it the rest of the whole weekend, and then on the way back, sure enough, we took the same road back and came back, and yeah, she was absolutely right.
Camels.
There were camels in this little hobby farm, alongside a couple of donkeys and a dozen sheep and blah blah blah. But there were camels. I was shocked.
That was the same episode where we talked about Travis the chimp.
Was it?
Okay, okay.
You just know it
Travis.
all, eh?
That's right.
Oh, man.
It always leads back to
Yike.
Travis.
So how far of a drive is it to Kentucky?
Kentucky. That was probably about 8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
eight-
actually
yeah,
nice.
8 or 9 hours.
That's not too bad.
And it's almost straight down. We would cross at Sarnia, go down through Flint, Michigan, and then straight south from there. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to see all sorts of things. So you
Oh,
did quite
yeah.
a bit of traveling this year with your band, especially too, right?
Yeah. I mean, our latest sort of big trip, we just got back a few weeks ago from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And if you're not familiar with the name Muscle Shoals, it is the spot, the home of several recording studios.
Yes.
And many of the big names. I'm talking the Rolling Stones.
Oh.
Didn't Leonard
you know,
Skinner?
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
I sat, and so the band went down to go to the studio because it's where Bob Seger recorded most of his albums, and so we lucked out in our opportunity to. We did a couple of shows locally, and then that same weekend we were able to book the studio for 2 days.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
And it's not a big place. It's very unassuming, is the popular word, I guess. But I got to sit at the piano where Bob Seger and crowd recorded Old Time Rock and Roll.
Wow.
Where Paul Simon recorded Kodachrome.
Oh, that's a good summary
I always
song.
thought it was
Yeah.
called Chromosome when I was a kid.
Chromosome.
Not the same.
Kodachrome, yeah. Yeah, Leonard Skinner recorded there, and there's a whole legacy of big name artists who've recorded in Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
So you made the pilgrimage all the
We
way down.
did,
Yes.
yeah.
See, I've never been to Muscle Shoals.
Muscle Shoals.
I do know
Yeah,
Muscle
Muscle, like-
Schultz.
Muscle. Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Muscle
well,
Schultz
no.
right here.
There you go.
Yeah. Look at these
Well,
pipes.
that
Tickets
sounds-
to the gun show later.
That sounds like a really great experience
Oh,
for
we
you
had
guys.
we had a great time. We had a great time. And before that, we were in Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connecticut's really beautiful, isn't it?
and It is. It is very nice country, and we because we were close. It so happens I have an aunt and an uncle and some cousins who live just outside of D.C. And so we were maybe an hour and a half tops away from them.
Okay.
Yeah, you mentioned
And,
that. You went and had a little,
we went and had a great visit, and so
some
yeah.
sing-along stuff down there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a piano in the dining room, and
Nice.
And my cousin is a guitar player, and we sat and sort of did the family sing-along.
Amazing.
We played all kinds of songs, like old rock and roll. We played some country. We played some folk music. We played all kinds of stuff. Just stuff people know, and you can kind of sing along. You know, so it was a lot of fun.
I do like a good family sing along.
Yep.
I don't come from a musically inclined family, but I do come from a family that appreciates music.
Yep.
And so we always, it kind of started off as a little family tradition. On a Christmas Eve one year, we call it crab karaoke because we just put on music videos to
Sure.
songs and sing along to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And it turned into this event that my
Yeah.
parents would host where we would all come over and we'd bring friends with us, and
Cool.
my mom would make all sorts of food and we would have a crab karaoke night is what we called it. And I think
Excellent.
yeah,
Excellent.
it's
Yeah.
always a lot of fun.
For
now,
sure.
Now, as we're filming this,
Yes.
just last night, Rob and I were working, doing some volunteering with the theater.
Yep.
And we were at Upper Thames Brewing Company here in town.
Mm-hmm.
And at the event, it was called a
Musical theater.
musical theater karaoke night is
Yeah.
what we called it, but
Yeah.
it's not your traditional karaoke.
No,
You have a
no,
monitor
but-
and lyrics. The idea was performers can bring sheet music,
Sure.
and we had an incredible accompanist. Her name is Janet Robb,
Yeah.
and she's had some assistance from a young girl named Haley Hong.
Yeah, they both did an amazing job. Yeah.
Really good. So
Yeah.
you walk up to Janet, you give her your sheet music, and she, right off the bat, she'll look at it, she can play it for you, and to sight read music, not just to play it, but to have a performer sing along with it.
She was really, really good.
And if you're not
Yeah.
familiar with the show that it came from, that's wild. I
Mm-hmm.
can't imagine what it would be like to
It's like magic.
to be able to read music, because I can't,
I
but
can't either.
to read it and play it like that is quite amazing.
Yeah.
It was such a fun time.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Good turnout.
And I was blown away by the talent that stepped up to the microphone. Holy mackerel!
It was really good.
Some amazing singers.
And you don't really know what you're going to get in a venue like Upper Thames, right? Like, it's great for socializing and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I know bands often go in and play, but
Oh, yeah,
for something
yeah.
like this, like
Yeah, they have
bands know what they're doing. So to have a kind of an open mic night, you don't
Yeah,
quite know.
yeah,
It sounded great.
It did sound really, really good, and everybody had a great time. And we were just talking about this. I'll tell people this before we started recording today. The final song, and you got to remind me what the song was. It's called.
We did a group number at the end, so everyone can sing together.
Yes.
And the song was from the musical Wicked, which is
Okay,
kind of
yes.
like a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. It's about the
Right,
Glinda
right.
and Elphaba.
Yeah.
And there's a song in it called For Good, and it's a very touching song
It
about
is a
friendship
very-
and relationships.
Yeah, it's a very, very touching song. I had the privilege to stand at the back of the room because I was running sound, with an iPad, and I had the privilege to stand at the back of the room and listen to this song and just kind of look out over this crowd of people. And I mean, a lot of people would know different people in the room, but there was a lot of strangers. I won't say strangers, but I mean
New to
people,
us
yeah, new
people
to us,
and-
whatever. And it was very moving. I must say, there's something about that group community singing thing that's just, it really was moving.
Well, and it was amazing too because this was our first time trying something like this.
Right, yeah.
And in a bar, like the point of it is to, like a karaoke, socialize, have drinks, so you can have a conversation while somebody's performing and not feel you have to like just sit and pay attention. And it really worked well.
Yeah.
But the response, like everyone was so supportive because there's people stepping outside their comfort zones and maybe haven't really sang before. And it was really a wonderful thing. And we hope to do it again. And Laurie, I'm dragging you along. Laurie's not always a musical theater person. There's shows in particular you really like, but you don't consider yourself like a musical theater person, right?
Not 100%. The karaoke I'm used to is a very different type of karaoke.
Well, it's like actual karaoke.
Like songs that are not just stage songs.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. And in all fairness, Woodstock doesn't have a lot of traditional karaoke either. There's not a lot of opportunity to go out and perform unless you're in a show or in a band or a talent show or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was very well received specifically for the show tunes one. But it would be fun to do.
If I had been in a better space yesterday, I might have joined along, but it was the end of a week.
Yeah, it was.
And I was just, wasn't having it.
Well,
so,
Well, it was also something, as Mike said, this was our first time doing it. And the initial thought was, we've got a lot of theater performers, within our circle at the theater that, are not shy about getting up and singing, theater show tunes, shall we say. I think, the songs that are recognizable from different productions. And so that we just sort of picked that as our theme. But I'm sure, to be honest with you, there was a lot of music from Greece there last night.
Yeah, and who doesn't love a good Greece
it was
song?
It was and well done too. Like it was all very well done.
Anybody sing anything from Greece too?
No, that's your job.
No.
So everyone could go, what is this song?
I could actually sing the entire album of Grease 2.
I bet you can.
Front to
Okay,
back.
well, duly
Word for
noted.
word. Yeah.
One take.
Duly
That's right.
noted.
You want to see the Laurie Schultz show? Come on out.
Yikes.
My homage to Grease 2.
I think Upper Thames is looking for bookings, by the way. So,
Are they?
Yeah, so
There you go. You got your
The
in.
Laurie Schultz show. Come on out.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun because I didn't want to take it too seriously and all that. And like, it's musical theater can be really tricky because you're telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a message behind a song when it comes to musical theater. Well, as most songs, but and I just wanted to do something lighthearted and fun, so I performed "Poor Unfortunate Souls" from The Little Mermaid because everyone knows it.
Were you channeling your inner Laurie?
I was so Laurie in that moment.
yes,
I am.
he absolutely was, I must say.
Really?
Oh,
I am Ursula.
He
in real
belted
life.
it like Ursula. Oh,
Ralph's bringing those monitors back.
Oh my gosh, he was enjoying himself.
It was a really good time. It made me
Yeah.
look forward to doing the next one too. So yeah, hopefully we'll do more of that.
Do you know what's funny about that?
What?
About Ursula?
What?
I've always said that
I know where you're going
I
with
would
this already.
be the Ursula, right? If I was to ever be in that show, obviously I'm cast as Ursula.
Yeah.
Clearly. And then my stunt double has just played Ursula in the movie.
Melissa McCarthy.
You know how many times I hear, you remind me so much of Melissa McCarthy. I'm like, no. She reminds you of me, is really how it goes.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
Right? That's it.
Yes,
right?
Laurie.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, but I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, someday I'll be Ursula in this musical when it happens. And then she goes and she steals it right from under me.
Am I your Melissa McCarthy right now because I stole the song that you would do at a musical theater night?
Right?
If you had to do a musical theater specific song, what is there one in particular you would do?
I would likely do, believe it or not, Hopelessly, if I can even say it, Hopelessly Devoted to You.
From Greece.
From Greece.
Okay.
Not Greece 2. Greece.
You're-
I think I could kill it.
I bet you could. Well, next time.
give it a
Because
whirl.
nobody did perform that one. Yeah.
Well, I've given it away now. Now everybody's going to want to go and perform that one.
We'll bleep it out. So then nobody knows what it actually is.
Yes.
And then you have to come to the show to see
hear what it was.
what the song
Yeah.
is.
Rob, do you know how to play that one on the piano?
I probably come across it once or twice, yes.
All right, well,
But
we'll
I
talk
tell you,
later.
you know, as much as I play, and I have been playing for a lot of years, I really could not even begin to hold a candle to the young ladies that were there last night.
Yeah.
They were so on the ball, and just they didn't miss a beat,
I don't know how.
and they were very, very good.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
incredible.
very impressed.
Nice.
Well, and you've shared with us before. You don't technically read music
No,
usually.
that's-
You're self-taught, and
yeah,
you're
I can read it.
okay.
You know,
but not
but
sight reads.
no, not sight read. No, don't put you can't put a piece of music in front of me and expect me to play that. My brain doesn't work like that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I play more by ear,
Right.
you know, sort of. But yeah, I mean, technically, I can read it if I had to, but not.
Doesn't your head get sore?
Oh, it does.
Bang, bang,
You know,
bang.
it's like, you know, it's funny. It's
sorry.
funny.
Not really,
I
but-
have seen that. You know, there was a guy who he was a vet, and he tells a story about being in a armored vehicle, and somebody threw a.
Oh,
A
I was
grenade.
thinking veterinarian. Sorry.
No, he's
like
a veteran.
veteran.
Somebody threw a grenade, blew up close to the vehicle. He was sitting in the passenger seat, and the window was down, and literally his ear got blown off. So,
No.
So he has a prosthetic ear, like a
That
you know,
clips on the
molded-
side kind
cool.
of thing?
clips on.
Okay.
So and in his routine, he would walk over and say, "Now I can play the piano by ear," and he would take it off and hit the piano.
That's fabulous.
That's really
No kidding.
That is
Yep,
fantastic.
That's right. Yep.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
I love it.
With traditional karaoke,
Yes.
do you have a go-to song that you
Oh,
like to
man, I
perform?
like a lot of songs. A lot of songs.
Yeah.
I haven't been to karaoke in years now.
Because there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, I used to go. There was a place in London, downtown, and it was hosted by my good friend Paul Byers, who is a real estate agent now.
Mm-hmm.
But he used to every Saturday night for years, like I'm talking over probably 2 decades maybe.
Yeah.
He would host, and Paul could sing. Oh, Paul could sing. So he would host karaoke at the place called the Scots Corner.
Okay.
And we would go every Saturday night. Every Saturday night.
Oh, man, that sounds amazing.
And yeah, it was kind of like our Cheers back then.
Right.
It was great.
And did you always know what song you're, like, knowing it was coming up, or you're like, okay, next week I'm going to do this one?
No, believe it or not, I think I spent almost a year just observing
Oh,
before I even decided that I was going to sing something.
I don't believe that you waited that
Believe
long to
it.
open your mouth and have words come out.
Well, I opened my mouth and words came out. They just weren't in song format. Not there.
Just yelling at everyone.
I think the very first song I sang there, you wouldn't know, but Rob, you would know.
All right.
It was Lipstick on Your Collar.
Yes.
Connie Francis, Lipstick on
Yeah, I
Your
was
Collar.
going to say Connie Francis.
Yes.
Yep.
Connie Francis was a big musical influence for me, and I loved her stuff.
Sure.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of those oldies I would
Sure.
do. Sometimes we just do really stupid fun ones, like Power of Love.
Yeah.
Not the Celine Dion version, but the
Huey
Huey,
Lewis.
version.
Huey Lewis. Yes.
We do Thriller,
Right.
and yeah, just fun stuff. Like,
Sure.
I find sometimes at karaoke there are people who take it very seriously,
Yeah,
and
go-
they are performers right
You
now.
absolutely.
And I'm like,
yes.
that's what I don't like about
Yeah,
karaoke. I'm like,
relax.
this is karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, there was an open mic night. My brother, who is also a piano player, keyboard player, and he got invited to come and be part of the house band, so that for this open mic / karaoke, you could get up and sing with a live band.
Cool.
Not just a live piano player, but a live band.
Holy.
Anyway, he said exactly the same thing. He said the problem was that some people, rather than just take it like let's get up and sing a song, they took it like it was their personal booking,
Yeah.
and they were there to perform, and it just got to be it's too serious and
Right, which
you
is
know,
it's great.
too
You know
bad.
you got something and you want to share it, and
Right.
and where else are you going to share something with it? But just relax.
yeah.
Have fun with it.
just
Be
have
silly.
fun with it.
This
Yeah.
is not your job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
had regulars at that place, and over years of going, I think like after 19, when I was able to actually go and have a beverage. And we would only have one beverage. We would have pop the rest of the night. So it's not like it was a drink fest or anything. We were there specifically to enjoy
The show.
the night,
and,
the show, and just to have fun. And there were so many regulars. I actually had written my own little song about the regulars.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you about to perform it for us?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not. But it was...
So
yeah.
it was Cheers. You guys all
It was
knew
very
each other?
much like a Cheers, yeah. There was...
Was there like Barb that would get up and you're like, oh God, here comes Barb
Pretty
singing,
much,
Don't
yeah.
Cry Out Loud again.
There was one guy who... He was an older gentleman who was always at the events downtown. No matter where you went. There was this guy. His
He was
name was
there.
Dick.
Okay.
He went by Big Dick.
Of course he did.
And so
'cause is he from Uranus?
he wasn't. But he might be heading there now. I don't know. But Dick would always sing Buddy Holly's "Oh Boy,"
Okay.
and he got right into it. And the more Dick drank, the better the song got. And it was so much fun because he would walk in, everybody would be like, Dick! So it was such a fun environment. There was a guy whose name was Ryan, I guess. He always sang Beach Boy songs. So
Okay.
we called him Beach Boy Ryan.
Right.
Everybody had names.
Right.
Everybody had
A
names.
nickname. What was
whether or
your
not-
name?
Well, I was just me. I was the one giving the names.
So you never heard what they actually called you?
No. So I gave out the nicknames. But Beach Boy Ryan sang Eleanor. You know Eleanor, gee, I think you're swell.
Yep.
You're my pride and joy, etc. I've never heard etc. as the lyric of a song before. That's one of my favorite oldies is Eleanor. Do you know what?
I don't think so.
I'll play it for you later.
Okay, deal.
So good. Such a good song. So anyway, we had such a great... it was every Saturday night. And then we'd go to Taco Bell after.
Nice. That sounds like a great ritual.
Yeah. It was like, that was my 20s.
Wow. When I lived in Toronto, there was a bar. I think it's still open. It's called Bar Plus. It's kind of right near Dundas and Yonge Street, right near the Eaton Centre there. And Bar Plus, and the idea is if there's a group of 6 of us, you go and you get your own room. So it's like a living room. There's a sofa. You get your own TV and stuff like that, and which is a lot less intimidating for people that really aren't singers, but you do want to go out with your friends and have a good laugh, and not prepared to stand in front of a proper stage of people. And it was, we had a lot of fun at Bar Plus over the years. And you want a drink, there's a little button on the wall, you press it, and they'll come take your order and bring you back your drinks and stuff. It was a great time. I had a lot of fun with that. I really like singing. If I'm doing a group one with a couple girls, what's it called? Love Shack B-52s.
Oh, totally.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I like doing that one because that's silly. You can get into it. You can have fun with it. And I also like a karaoke song that everyone knows, like the audience knows.
Yeah. Were you the one who got to go, Tin Roof, Rusted?
That wouldn't have been my role, but you can't not say it when it comes on.
Right. Yeah.
You can be my Tin Roof girl. We'll do it sometime.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, if you had to sing a karaoke song, what would be your go-to one?
I don't know. If I had to sing karaoke.
My Way,
know.
Frank Sinatra.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, really.
Yeah.
Really? Would you try that?
Sure, I could sing that one.
Is there a song? Because
Fantastic.
you do so much singing, and you especially oldies and
I
stuff.
do sing a lot, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I sing.
Is there songs that you have performed and you're like, I never want to do that one again?
Oh, yes, absolutely. yes. And most of them are hopefully faded from memory now.
No.
But, yeah. They're
No sneak peek as to what one of those would have been?
Oh, I better not. But yeah, there definitely have been a few that's like, I'm hoping this is the last time I have to ever sing this song.
What's really risky is having someone else put in a song for you.
Oh,
That's
no,
happened.
you don't want to do that.
No.
Oh, that happens.
No.
Or they'll
that
call
shouldn't-
you up, Mike.
No.
You're coming up. It's your turn. Let's get Mike Crab up. And then you get up there, and you didn't put in a slip. You don't
Yeah.
know what's about to happen.
Paul used to do that to me, the guy who used to run the karaoke there.
Yeah.
He would have me come up and sing with him, and we always did the same song every week, and it was the Phil Collins, and what is her name? Martina something. It was Separate Lives.
Don't know it.
I'll play that for you later too. It's a ballad.
Okay.
It was from a movie.
I feel like I would know it to hear
You
it.
probably would. And so, but I was caught off guard many a time. But it always worked out okay.
You turn out.
Yeah.
You show up for it.
I did at that point, but it was like, I don't
It's
like...
so nerve-wracking.
It is. I don't like to be put on the spot like that.
People who don't typically get stage fright will absolutely get stage fright when you don't know what you have to do.
I think the biggest risk I ever took was Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, because I get some high notes in there.
Yeah, it did. It was all right.
All right.
Worked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if we get a chance to do the karaoke thing again, maybe we'll mix it up one night and
do non-show tunes,
do
right? That
non-show
was some of the
tunes.
feedback from
Yeah,
from
yeah,
people.
just do a regular regular quote unquote karaoke night
Yeah,
and
traditional.
give people a chance, because I think you're absolutely right. There just does not seem to be a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, if I was a singer, where am I going?
There's some open mic night things,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think there's really a karaoke.
Yeah. Because even with an open mic night, you still have to bring a guitar or an
Yeah.
accompanist or something,
You gotta bring
right?
something
You have to
along
sign
with
up
you.
ahead of time. And
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully there'll be
Sometimes.
other things. It would be nice too. We were discussing maybe, if we're in February, maybe it's just a night where we just sing love songs, or like you can have
Oh,
theme
yeah.
nights where
True.
you come and
True. We should have a Halloween theme night. I wonder who we get to sing there.
just Thriller on repeat.
over and over
That's
and
right.
over. And over.
But I'd use different voices.
Okay.
Mickey Mouse does Thriller.
Okay. Well,
You know.
What's the throw Mama from the
gee.
train?
Yes. yes. Mama. Erin. I'm not going to do it.
Okay,
I'm not gonna,
okay.
I can't do it. No.
On that note,
Wow.
Is that the time? Are we done?
It is.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just getting started. I was about to
Well-
sing a few notes for you, but I guess that will have to wait.
I guess
Okay,
we'll have to wait.
then we dodged that bullet right.
Cannonball
Thank you.
bullet there.
Thank you for that.
And Rob,
Okay.
thanks for
Yes,
for
thanks again
being
for
in Uranus and thinking of us. It's,
Yeah,
it's
right.
You're
we're
very
grateful.
welcome. You're
I'm
very
excited to
welcome.
eat some of this fudge.
Every time I see the word Uranus, I'll think of you, Rob.
Well, you're not the first person to say that, actually.
Well, that's a little disturbing,
That's
but that's
the
great.
show,
Oh,
folks.
wow.
Yep.
Ran it
On-
right into the ditch.
On that note,
Yeah.
Well, thank you all very much, and Rob, thanks for hosting us again. Thank you
Yeah,
for the
absolutely.
lovely treats, and
thank you for being here.
yeah, it's a great way to have our end of summer show be out where we always love being back here. So thank
Which
you.
will be in September.
Thank you
sometime.
for
Yeah.
thank you for having us, and to our audience, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time on Out for Lemonade.
With Mike and Laurie from Uranus.
Bye, guys.
Do you have questions, comments, or ideas for a future show? Reach out to Mike and Laurie on their social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or email us at mikeandlauriesocials@gmail.com.